It'll be a difficult pairing to shift, won't they? Although I think Cesar Azpilicueta for Chelsea's a top-class defender, and he can fill in that right back as well. I imagine that he's going to get a few caps over the years.
Shows the strength they've got. If he can't get into this side, he's on the bench. And looks like Nacho Monreal can't even get in the squad. Carvajal, he's been a little bit iffy in possession, Carvajal, a couple of times. There again, he was caught slumbering. Germany quick to press him, just as Spain have been quick to press Kimmich.
Well, I would choose Azpilicueta ahead of Carvajal at fullback. I think he's a much more rugged defender.
Kroos, Khedira. Müller, great strike, terrific equaliser. Really good hit for his 38th international goal. And his first in a year. 1-1.
No, I've not seen every goal that Thomas Müller scored for the national team or indeed Bayern Munich. He does need to get involved in a build-up play. Jonathan, this is what he does. But not too often from outside the box like that. He's very much a penalty box goal scorer. It's a wonderful strike, isn't it? Not closed down, Iniesta's closest half-hearted attempt, and he guides that with power. It's not that far away from De Gea. Actually, I think it takes him by surprise.
Not great backlift either, was it?
It's a side foot, isn't it? It's almost like one of those free kicks that we see the modern-day players taking, and they hit it with a side foot, gets up and over the wall, and comes down with pace. He did that with the ball just moving a little bit. That was a sort of smug acceptance that, oh, finally we've done it. Played awfully for 35 minutes and we've got ourselves back on level terms. It's been outplayed really, Germany, but a brilliant strike from a top-class goal scorer.
Will Spain respond again? Silva, Isco, Jordi Alba. Not the best of balls into the near post where Silva made the run.
Well, Werner looked the most dangerous of the forward players for Germany. Muller made one foul on his near touchline and hardly touched the ball. Sighted goal. It's past De Gea before he can not quite blink, because he got close to it in the end. The Man United keeper, but not able to keep it out.
First goal in 3 days shy of 12 months since he netted against Azerbaijan away in a World Cup qualifier. Scored 5 in the qualifying campaign. Thomas Müller makes it 1-1. Kroos. As at Ozil. Ramos relieved the pressure. Kroos. Germany beginning to measure their passes. Just to say that.
Yeah. We don't see many lackluster performances from the German team, do you? Talks about the purpose and the energy with which they play. I think it actually helps them that they move the national games around the country as well. In Dusseldorf tonight, back at Berlin on Tuesday. And everybody who supports the national team gets the opportunity to see them, it seems, on their own soil.
Played 25 times in Dusseldorf. He played more internationals in Stuttgart, Hamburg and Berlin. Since the stadium was rebuilt here, they've played 3 times, won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. They were beaten by Norway here. Back in 2009, I think it was. Spain trying to rediscover the rhythm. Dominated the opening half an hour. That's a poor ball by Thiago Müller. Boateng.
But they weren't quite holding firm at 1-0 down. The Germans. Spain looked the more accomplished side and created a couple of half opportunities. The final ball let them down on occasion. So it would happen. They didn't panic. Slowly got themselves back on into the game first of all.
Flag raised against Rodrigo Moreno, but a brilliant shift of feet by Iniesta.
There's a touch from Muller just to set himself. Ball is just moving a yard or so away. There's no pressure on the ball, it has to be said. He scoops it up, doesn't he? And it has to be something special to beat De Gea, and that was. Who I think is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Neuer presumably will be back if he stays 100% fit to challenge that role as the #1 goalkeeper in the world in the summer in Russia. Here's Hector. Cross. Left back again. Deep cross. Jordi Alba's header away was a bit risky to head it back in there. Kimmich. Left-footed dink. Koke was there. Here's Isco. A terrific first half, he's fouled.
This is Julian Draxler's sole contribution to the football match so far. 40 minutes played and he fouls Isco and then hoofs the ball off the field. I don't think he's been yellow carded actually. It's a little bit harsh. Isco just runs into him. It's so difficult, but you're just supposed to stop with your opponent and then just vanish, get yourself out of the way, allow him free passage to move forward. Sometimes those free kicks, I think, are, I won't say petty, but unlucky for him.
I didn't see a yellow card from Willie Collum there.
He shouted guys as if to say calm down to everybody, and then decided, well, it's a friendly after all.
He was a head teacher at one stage, I think, Mr. Collum, then concentrated on his refereeing, then he went back into teaching. He taught religious education. Scotland. Here's Isco. Iniesta.
Well, there can be an experience watching Spain play in full flight.
Isco buzzes again. Nags away side. But he's always looking for a killer pass, Iniesta.
You just have to be close. Germany have got 4 players around him, but nobody within, what, 3 yards.
Is he offside there?
Yeah, he was, just about. It was tight.
He played 90 minutes 4 times this season, Isco, often substituted. A sloppy pass off towards Thiago, who has actually kept his discipline and sat in there. Koke's helped him out. That's what they're playing for in the summer. That's not the exact one.
I hope not, because it's not where it should be.
Pickles the dog has long gone. Working against Macclesfield Town. Good Friday, 2:45 for Vanarama. Macclesfield top, 3 points clear at the moment, of course. Going very well. Yeah, Pickles the dog, if you don't know, was when the World Cup trophy was lost, or stolen actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Jules Rimet trophy.
Yeah, the old trophy. And it was found by a dog called Pickles.
Under a bush somewhere, wasn't it, in a bag?
In London somewhere, South London, I think they found it. A couple of minutes to go. Spellbinding first half for many reasons. So they've got a man over on the far side. Draxler, can he make use of it? He's gone wide, blocked off, good defending, really strong and experienced defending by Sergio Ramos, and he showed a little bit of naivety there.
Even if Ramos didn't really read it, which I believe he did just about, there was no body movement from Draxler. Yeah, it's a standard drag across the body, and unless you shift your body a little bit more, your weight onto one foot, then you're not going to unsettle a good defender like Ramos that easily.
In the team for 13 years, Ramos, since he made his debut against China, March 2005. He's played in all the big tournaments since then. Gross, reverse
back,
ball.
I believe, was it initially when he came in the side? Because it was PK and Puyol. That was his position at Sevilla, I think, more often than not as well.
I think he's a much more disciplined defender with Spain than he is with Real Madrid, where
can lose his head.
Yeah. told that Pickles found the Jules Rimet in Norwood, South London. There you are. Here's Khedira. And once again, Ramos well placed. The career he's had with Real Madrid, 14 trophies, 550 plus games, but the 24 red cards. It's Carvajal. Only his second appearance of the season for Spain. Carvajal, he played in the 3-0 win against Italy.
It's been a high quality 45 minutes, not quite with the intensity or the urgency, indeed with some of the discipline that you would expect from both of these two sides, with nothing at stake, barring reputation and of course, you know, people playing for places.
Well, it has been a fascinating first half of football. Rodrigo Moreno putting Spain ahead from a lovely pass into him, and Thomas Müller with a beautifully executed shot 11 minutes before the break levelled it up. Really good half of football. 1-1 at the break.
European under-21 finals in the early summer, so absolutely superb. Thought Spain were going to win it. They rested a lot of players for their final group game, I think it was, and never really rediscovered their rhythm. Saul is on for Spain. Silva is stayed. We were talking actually during the break, saying I wouldn't be surprised if he replaced Koke's club mate.
Yeah, well, we saw Thiago return to the field, so he's still with us for the time being.
Silva is out there as well, just looking around to see who's gone off. But he's had a wonderful spell with Atletico Madrid, greatly consistent. He's only missed 4 of their last 91 games. He's scored 6 goals this season for them. Hasn't netted for the Spanish side yet. And Willie Collum, the referee, just checking both sides. Can't see any German substitutions.
No, I don't see Iniesta, so it's like he's been given the rest of the evening off.
Well, he had a wonderful first 45 minutes. I think they're going to have to nurse him, or that's probably the wrong word, manage him very carefully through the World Cup finals in Russia, because he's 33 years of age.
Yeah, he's been managed at club level for Barcelona. He doesn't finish too many games either. Sensible, isn't it, when you've got a guy who you feel will still be key for you? Why flog him if you like, and you have capable replacements?
Well, they've brought on a capable one in Sal, that's for sure. And Koke's teammate is still on there, bottom of the picture, wearing number 8. But we do expect a lot of second half substitutions. Koke actually was a peripheral figure, I felt, in the first half.
Yeah, he was. He's one of those guys who, you know, you can't really say he's a holding midfield player. He gets forward quite a lot for his club side, Atletico Madrid. But he's not someone who really troubles the goal-scoring charts too often either. He certainly links up the play, and sometimes that's just what you need in top sides, in all sides. Actually, good continuity plays. You don't make too many mistakes. They're pretty disciplined, efficient in most areas of the field. Koke certainly is. He wouldn't be playing at the club he's at unless he's a top-class footballer.
Here's Werner, strong run from him, just nudged at the last moment. It's a corner kick. Good positive run, and I think that's probably what Joachim Löw has told him. Go out and enjoy yourself more and be more positive.
Direct winning opportunities there, no doubt about it.
Germany have started the second half well. Kroos, Draxler. Oh, terrific effort and a fine save too. It was veering in the air from Julian Draxler. That's his best moment so far in the game.
This time De Gea is equal to the shot, which is a super strike from Draxler. The same sort of, that's a great save, same sort of technique actually, but more backlift, a little bit more momentum actually addressing the ball.
Really good goalkeeping. He's on the edge of the penalty area. If it comes out in the dropout zone, there he is. Khedira's ahead of him. Make sure he's on the side. There is Sami Khedira, and it comes off Koke, and it's another corner kick for Germany. There's more urgency in the German play at the start of this second half than we saw in the first period. Traxler with a cross, poorly played.
Well, they can play good possession football, Germany, no doubt about that. The fact they've become more and more of that kind of side in the last 10 or so years since Jurgen Löw has been in charge. It started actually with Jurgen Klinsmann, but they can also be very direct. All of a sudden they can turn on the burners and become very forceful and very effective, of course, so quickly. And that's why you can never write them off at all the big tournaments.
Müller around the corner. Here's Ozil. Yard to his space. Ramos has been drawn out there. Ozil's got the pass to Kimmich, and it was just seen at the last moment by Jordi Alba. Piqué looked uncomfortable there with the ball played into a tight area.
And once again, the good plays, if you pressurise them, you force them to decide whether they want to play or overplay, especially in those defensive situations. And you will draw the error. And as good as Spain are, Germany will always have players who can trouble you and can take the game away from you.
Plenty of errors early on in the game from Germany, but we know they're resilient, of course. This wonderful record in World Cup football. They've only once ever failed to reach the last 8, 1938. And they've reached the last 4 semi-finals at least. That's a record. In comes across from Hector, and away in there by Piqué. Spain under pressure at the start of this second half. Thiago.
Well, since I've been watching international football, I remember one mediocre World Cup, if you like, 1994, and perhaps 1978 as well. Apart from that, they're pretty much right on the money.
Here's Silva, steered away by Hummels, and taken in his stride by Mesut Ozil. Didn't break stride. Werner